Hello, good morning, good happy May morning, first day of May, and the lovely weather that it brings in Indiana. I was just marveling at how unbelievable our weather is sometimes. Well, without any further ado, we will get started. So, I wanted to we'll start off with Indianapolis and I'll run through the counties as a total as well for the stats. So, if you're new here, if you're just joining for the first time, I am a local real estate agent here in Metro Indy, and I love pulling the numbers and really knowing what's going on behind the scenes. So, that's what I do. Try to keep it under a half hour every Monday morning and run through just what the week has looked like. So here we go. For Indianapolis, there were 213 new listings, 343 houses pended, and there are a total of 1,232 active houses on the market right now. 220 of those are new construction. The total that closed just last week is 286 homes. The average days on market, 11. 11 is the average days on market. And for Indianapolis, the average and the median days have pretty much come together. So we're seeing the average days on market at 11 and the median days on market 8. So Indianapolis is buying them as soon as they come on the market, pretty much. The list versus sold price for Indy is 98.65, so we can round that up to 99. The minimum sold price was 15,000 and the maximum was 2.25 million. So lots of activity in Indianapolis. So we're going to head over to the west side right now and take a look at Avon. New listings in Avon 17, 22 under contract. There are 60 that are totally active on the market right now. 12 closed. Oops, sorry about that. I bumped the table. 12 closed in the last week, and 6 of the total active are new construction in Avon. The average days on market still about a month over there, 29, and list to sold price is 101%. So they're getting what they're asking for in Avon. The low sold price was 168 and the high was 510,000. For Brownsburg, same county, moving north. We had 11 new listings, which is a little bit low for Brownsburg. So we'll see what happens. 17 pended, 42 total active properties in Brownsburg right now, and of those, 19 are new construction. And then we had 19 close this week. Average days on market 25. It's creeping down. Median is 6. So I explain every time the average takes all the numbers and divides it. The median takes the middle numbers. So those are going to be, the one or two houses that are still out there that didn't sell over the early winter or the late winter, early part of this year, might still be dangling, and they have long days on market. So that's going to clean up as we keep going through spring. List versus sold, 99% in Brownsburg, 198,000 to 680,000 for the sold minimum and maximum prices. Plainfield, heading to the south, 6 new listings, 8 pended this week, 32 total active, with 11 of those being new construction, and there were 14 closings in Plainfield. There are 40 days on market down there, with 97.82% of the list price is the sold price. So they're close, but not right to list. And that could be a couple of outliers that maybe sold for underprice and it pulled that down. That's just an average. So minimum and maximum price, 114,000 to 575. Let's look at the county as a whole. Hendricks County, we had 44 listings, 59 pended. So more are coming off the shelves than going on the shelves, so to speak. 178 still active, so there's still quite a bit of activity. 58 closings last week. So we had 44 come on, 58 come off, and that's how it's going to be probably for the rest of the spring. 47 of the 178 homes for sale right now in Brownsburg, 47 of those are new construction. 37 days on market. Right now, they're running at about 98% of list price as the sold price. The low end of the sold prices, 75,000. The high end, 680,000 for Hendricks County. We're going to move to the north and look at Carmel. Carmel is oops, my numbers just rolled away from me. Carmel had 17 new listings and 33 pended this week. 84 still on the market, 84 totally still active, and 26 of those are new construction. 21 houses closed last week. Average days on market 13. If you're looking in Carmel, you better be ready to pull the plug quickly. 13, the median is 3. So if you saw it go on the market on a Friday and you think you're going to see it on a Tuesday, that's not going to happen. No, not in Carmel. Okay, list versus sold price 100.87. So almost 101. And the minimum price in Carmel, $251. Maximum price sold, these are just the sold prices for last week. The highest was 1.674. And let's move to Fishers. Fishers. So busy in Fishers. Hey, it slowed down just a tweak, but not noticeable really. 25 new listings in Fishers, 34 pended. There are still 78 on the market in Fishers. 22 of those are new construction. 27 houses closed. 98.76% of asking price is what they sold for in the last week in Fishers. 213,000 the low end and 770,000 the high end for just last week. Westfield, 20 new listings, 28 under contract, 146 houses still on the market in Westfield, and get this number, 84 of those are new construction. So, that's like almost half are new construction. And if you've driven through Westfield or you live in Westfield, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is very happening up there. Average days on market still 60, and that's partially because of some of the new construction going on the market before it was built, and it takes some time for those. List versus sold price 98.58, so just shy of 100% there. 299.9 was the minimum price, and 925,000 the high price of those that sold last week. Let's look at Hamilton County as a whole, and you're going to find this interesting, especially if you live in Hamilton County. 105 new listings, 131 pended, very robust. Total active 441, and total closed 115 houses closed last week. People got their keys and are very happy and moving in. There were 163. There are, I should say, of the total active, there are 163 that are new builds, new construction. That's 30% of that. The Hamilton County market is new construction. So much activity going on. 33 days average on market, 99.7. You could call that 100 if you wanted to, percent of asking price. And the minimum price was $149,200, and the maximum 1.674. And let's move on to Boone County. We'll start with Lebanon. Things are a little slower in Lebanon, a little more quiet. I think people have been waiting for announcements, which happened regarding Lilly and some of the activities. We're gonna see Lebanon ramp up over the next year. I think next 2 years we're gonna see the housing market there just ramp straight up. So new listings 4, and 7 houses pended this week in Lebanon. There are 28 that are still active, and 12 of those are new construction, but not as robust and heavy there yet, but it's happening. Ground's being worked. So were 7 closings in Lebanon last week. Average days on market still 76, and the median is at 33. So things are still drawing out a little bit more there. They're getting 100% of asking price up there on an average. So still pretty strong. If you were waiting for a deal, that time has passed. So prices continue to go up, but now at a more how should we say it, regulated, measured increase, not the crazy numbers we saw over the last 2 years. So for Lebanon, minimum price 135 and maximum $485,000. Whitestown now, also similar numbers, 6 new listings, 16 pended. There are 60 houses on the market still in Whitestown, 6 closings, and 50 of the 60 are new construction in Whitestown. So talk about that. 180 days on market. Some of this has to do with those new constructions and sitting in our system for quite a while. List versus sold price, 100%, 100. And anywhere from the sold prices from last week are 280 to 685. So that's a look at, and then let's jump on over to Zionsville, and then we'll do the county as a whole. Zionsville, 7 new listings and 11 pended. There still are 52 active listings in Zionsville. 7 closings last week. 14 of the 52 were new construction. 10 days on market average, 10 days on market average, 2 days median. So Zionsville, like Carmel, if you think you see it on a Friday or Saturday and you'll go look at it on Monday, think again. It's going to be pended. It's going to be gone. You got to get in there quickly. Okay, 101.43% of list price is what was paid. So they're paying over list in Zionsville, minimum at 310 and the maximum at 1.69 million. So very robust, although slowly ramping up there. There just isn't the same, Carmel has many, many more houses. Zionsville's behind as far as numbers of total quantity. So, all right, let's look at Boone County as a whole. You had 18 new listings in the county, 38 pendings in the county, 163 total still active in Boone County. 77 of those are new construction. Very, very busy. We had 21 closings, and they were an average of 81 days on market. 97.84% of list price is what was paid, and we had houses anywhere from 75,000 to 1.69 million in Boone County. We're heading south. Go down to Greenwood. New listings 20, 31 pendings, 142 houses still active in Greenwood, with 36 of those being new construction. We had 35 closings last week, average days on market 32, median at 6. They're pretty robust over there. They just had some extra leftover inventory from the winter that is clearing out. 96.7% of asking. So sellers are giving in a little bit more in Greenwood right now. I don't know how long that's going to last, but they are giving in a little bit more. Minimum price at $200,000 and the maximum at $1 million even in Greenwood, Indiana. Franklin, 10 new listings, 7 pended, 49 still on the market in Franklin. 10 of those are new construction. There were 12 closings in Franklin last week, with an average of 15 days on the market and 104.6% of asking price. So Franklin sellers are getting what they want and then some. So $169,000 is the minimum price and $684,900 is the max in Franklin. So just a look at Johnson County quickly. New listings 39, pended this week at 57. We still have 263 total active listings. 78 of those are new construction. 58 closings. and they were on the market for 31, average of 31 days. 98.5% for the county list versus sold price, and prices anywhere from 169 to 1 million in Johnson County. Jumping to Shelby, we're just going to look at the county. 5 new listings, 12 pended, 59 total active. Closed 24. Lost my place there. 44 days on market, and list to sold price ratio is 96.6%. And we had minimum price of $50,000, maximum price of $580,000 in Shelby. Greenfield. All right, heading up the east. Greenfield had 5 new listings, 16 pended. There are still 62 houses on the market there, 14 of those new construction. 9 closed this week. 46 days on market with a median of 4. So the old stuff's still skewing the numbers, but right now, 4 days on market, right? List versus sold price 97%, 150,000 the low end, 318,000 the high end of what sold last week in Greenfield. Fortville's looking at 3 new listings, 3 pended, total active at 18, 5 closed. Of those 18, 10 of those are new construction. There's quite a bit of new construction up in Fortville for the size of the town. 125 days on market. The median is 30 days on market. So 100% of asking price, and the prices ranged from $308,000 to $466,000, the maximum there. McCordsville had 11 new listings, 5 pended this week with 40 still on the market in McCordsville. 5 closed this week, and there were 16 new construction in that total number of 40. So 123 days on market. We're still dealing with a slower close or pen period there. List versus sold price was 98. And oops, I'm sorry, that's an error. 99%. Don't get that wrong. 355, the low end of what sold last week. $601,000, the high end for McCordsville. Hancock County as a whole, 23 new listings, 29 pended, 173 still active, 78 of those new construction, 30 closed, 67 days on market average, 98% average list to sold price, 150,000 to 810,000 on the sold prices for last week. Well, I whipped right through that. It's 10:48, so that's not too bad. I hope, and let's just say, for the market going forward, we expect timeframes to tighten up. We expect prices to be very competitive, multi-offer. I had a listing out in Danville this week that had 6 offers. 3 came in within hours of the house going on the market, so they could have actually pended immediately, but they held out and went through another day and then just decided to call it quits. They had what they needed. So I expect with good property, decent property, that's what you're going to get. You're going to see things move very quickly. So if you're a buyer, I've got some tricks. I've got some ways to help you with that, but let's talk about that, but really have all your ducks in a row. If you can get underwritten, and we'll talk about that another time, but if you can get underwritten, fully underwritten for your piece of the lender's pie, let's do that as a buyer. That'll tighten things up and make you a little bit more competitive in the market when you're trying to make your offer stand out. So that's my tip for today, for this week. Get yourself fully underwritten, all your documents, everything you need to close more quickly, and that might be enticing to some sellers. All right, folks, that's it for this week. Glad you joined me. If there's some specific area or neighborhood or that you would like to see the numbers on, just let me know. I'm glad to share those. And we will be switching eventually. I'm still going to run live here on Facebook, but we will be switching to YouTube or adding YouTube. We'll see how that works. Might do both for a while. So you can catch us over on YouTube as well. look for that. Just look for me, Becky Cronin, Becky with an I, or Broker Becky is my hashtag. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot for joining me. Goodbye. Goodbye.